Welcome everybody. My name is Michael and today we're discussing about the greatest trade of all time earlier this year. How one individual or maybe a group of individuals who invested were one of the early investors in Shiba Inu made out with $8,000 into the wallet and came out with what would currently be valued at close to $2.54 billion. That's quite a amazing investment. But earlier in the year, just 2 months ago, it was actually worth over 5.7 billion. Now, technically, the wallet, take a look at this. Technically, the wallet has $362.8 million worth of Shiba Inu right now, but it has only $10.2 trillion, 10.2 trillion Shibu. That's because he or whoever is in charge of this wallet has, first of all, check this out. This is a great example of safety. Hey, before we send 20 trillion SHIB, let's test it out with just 7. And then he double tested it twice, and he sent this out twice as well. So always before you send a large transaction, test it out first, because that would suck to lose, 300, 600, 500 million dollars, whatever this was worth at the time. I think it was worth like close to $500 million being sent out. So if you lost that, that'd be pretty upsetting, right? But anyways, 20 trillion SHIB was sent out approximately 50 days ago. And then if we go down a little bit further, here we had 40 trillion more SHIB. Now there was a little bit extra that was added, but this doesn't really matter in the big picture because we're talking about 10 trillion. Oh, you have an extra 400 here at the end. So an extra 60 trillion plus the 10.2 trillion SHIB. That's a lot that we're discussing about. So thanks to the internet, thanks to Etherscan, thanks to the power of the blockchain and how easy it is to just go back and look at all the data, we're able to see that whoever is behind these trades has invested in Shiba Inu before it was even on CoinMarketCap. Meaning, this was when the project just started. The person of interest first acquired SHIB on August 1st. This was one day before the token was listed on CoinMarketCap, and this would greatly suggest that whoever was investing was very close to or was Ryoshi himself. Ryoshi is kind of like Satoshi Nakamoto. Ryoshi is like the fisher in Japanese, whatever. It's another mystery man, mystery guru, the magic man up in the sky, yeah. So it could be someone very close, or it could be him, or it could be a group of individuals, and there was a big purchase, and then suddenly, bam, it stopped in October. The user seemingly hibernated for a couple months, but back in February 2021, suddenly the wallet started waking up. So the date that these transfers suddenly started moving to another, and these were giant sums of Shiba Inu, this coincided with the same time that there was a flurry of activity at Shiba Inu. They were busy on creating a brand new Twitter account and a web page. So, again, maybe someone behind the team. Now, there was an article who actually revealed a name, but the person reached out to the newspaper. They didn't want their name obviously associated with Ryoshi. A source states that whoever is in charge of the wallet is actually a founding member of Ryoshi, of the group who created Shiba Inu, and that all of these members have created their own meme coin projects before Shiba Inu. So the wallet itself was created on April 7th, 2018. This was the first activity of any kind. It is an Ethereum wallet right now. There's around $10,000 worth of Ethereum on there. And all of these small Ethereum transfers, the activity ceases for a couple months. On August 1st, 2020, you have wrapped Ethereum that is suddenly swapped for Shiba Inu. For $56.63 of wrapped Ethereum, they acquired approximately 70.144 billion, worth again $5 million. Over the next couple of months, they continued to purchase SHIB. The single largest purchase was on September 6th, and this was approximately 3,219 of wrapped Ethereum, which purchased this time 24,256,546,000,000 blah 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 SHIB, which is worth approximately 1.7 to $2 billion. The last purchase of SHIB was October 7th, 2020, and that was around $2,000 that was purchased for 20.79 trillion SHIB, again worth well over $1 billion. On February 1st, the official Twitter account became active. On February 7th, a new website became active. And on February 17th, the wallet owner begins their first final transfers. On April 20th, the price of Shiba Inu hits a new all-time high of 3,768 Satoshi. So who is Ryoshi, the creator of Shiba Inu? On May 29th, Ryoshi published a blog post. He said, "I am Ryoshi. I have said from the beginning I am a nobody. I'm not important. The efforts to unmask my identity, even if successful, would be underwhelming. I am just some guy of no consequence tapping at a keyboard, and I am replaceable. I am Ryoshi." Wow. Oh, wow. Let's make this spooky, magical. Really, I think they're just having fun with this at this point because they saw what Satoshi Nakamoto did. And they realized that if this project actually became a billion-dollar project, which it did, multiples of billions of dollars, they understand that becoming a billionaire has its downsides. Especially in the world of cryptocurrency, where someone can see how much value a single wallet might have, and they know that you're most likely going to have even more wallets with other cryptocurrencies out there. You can piece together, if you knew exactly who was behind the project, you can piece together how much money they approximately have. For example, with Vitalik Buterin, we don't know exactly how much he has, but we can guess, and we can get pretty close. And of course, he's dealing with an exquisite amount of money where there's only a few thousand people in the world that have this type of money. And Ryoshi, even if it's a group of people, there's only a limited amount of people who have access to this, who have knowledge of cryptocurrency. But still, it adds a layer of privacy. So there is some downsides to it. I'm sure that's the main reason. Maybe in the future there will be an unmasking, but does it really matter at the end of the day? Probably not. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day. The New Year's coming up pretty soon, so peace.